Yay, he's back from the dead. No one gives a fuck. I'm actually kind of sorry that I haven't been posting. I think the last time I posted was like a month and a half. Um, the reason why is a couple reasons. One, school. School just ended, so I can focus a little bit more on YouTube now. Um, I was working on a short film, which was finished a couple weeks ago. Um, I like to get my short film channel and my YouTube channel pretty separate. But if you want to see it, then go ahead and type in the comments and yeah. And on top of that, just lack of ideas. And I know my videos aren't really the best. Actually, they're nowhere near good. It's just me talking with a picture there. Um, anyway, what I wanted to talk about today is blockbusters. And frankly, the state that Hollywood's in with blockbusters is honestly an awkward one. Now, blockbusters are definitely something that everybody likes to indulge in. I mean, I'm a film fan. I know some of the most artsy film fans that do enjoy blockbusters and love going and seeing a new big budget spectacle movie. Because there is a difference between a big budget movie and a blockbuster. A good example of that is The Wolf of Wall Street. It's a big budget movie, it's long, it has a lot of A-list stars as the cast, but it's not a blockbuster. A blockbuster is more reserved for the big budget spectacle movies like the Transformers movies and superhero movies and sci-fis and that sort of thing. Um, it's a little hard to explain, but if you see examples, then you'll definitely know what I mean. Like if you take something like again The Wolf of Wall Street and compare it to something like 300, you'll definitely know which one. Even though 300 had a smaller budget, um, I bet The Wolf of Wall Street was like over 100 million and 300 was about 65 million. You'll definitely say, if you ask anybody, they will say that 300 is a blockbuster, at least in comparison. But right now, it just seems that Hollywood is in a very awkward state when it comes to blockbusters because there are none coming out that at least spark my interest. I mean, this is all based on opinion. None of this is fact. I'm not saying that Hollywood is in a desperate state. That's why I keep saying they're in an awkward state because they aren't able to grab the attention of someone like me. That could just be me being picky, and this video could just be complete bullshit. But oh well. So right now, I was just looking through a list because a friend of mine says that him and I should see a movie because first day of summer. Now I'm just like, okay, that sounds awesome, and I was looking at a list and there was nothing there that enticed me. Let me just go through a list of blockbusters that of upcoming blockbusters. Sorry, that um might entice me. I don't know. So there's Independence Day. I didn't really care for the first Independence Day. Suicide Squad. I gave up on superhero movies. Right as soon as I saw Batman vs Superman, and I kind of hate it, at least because I love the Dark Knight so much that I hate Batman vs Superman. I have no interest. Warcraft. I don't really like the World of Warcraft game series. I might like this. I'm not sure. Star Trek Beyond. I've never really been a Trekkie. Captain America Civil War. Again, I've given up on superhero movies. The Nice Guys. Actually, that did look kind of alright, but then again, it's not a blockbuster. At least it doesn't look like one. I could be wrong, but it doesn't. The BFG. It looks alright, but I'm not sure when it's coming out. I mean, I'm not completely shunning it, but it doesn't really look like something I could just go to the theaters today and see. And then there's Alice Through the Looking Glass. I had zero interest in the first movie, so what makes you think I would like one that had worse reviews? And this is just a small list. The new Ghostbusters. I have absolutely zero interest in liking it. The trailer didn't entice me at all. I know that's a very bandwagony thing to say, but I'm not even a huge fan of the first movie. I mean, it was good, I guess, but I'm not like a Ghostbusters diehard fan. Um, and actually, the only movie that I'm even remotely excited for is The Founder. If you don't know what that is, go ahead and look it up. It actually does look very good, and the ads sometimes appear as YouTube ads. At least it did for a little while, a couple months ago. It might still, but I'm not sure. Anyway, it seems that all the good blockbusters are coming out in like around Christmas time. That seems to just be the new thing. It's not really about summer anymore. It's about Christmas. Like for example, three movies that I saw that I really really liked in the theaters came out around Christmas time. Star Wars: The Force Awakens, The Hateful Eight, and The Revenant. The Revenant came out in around Christmas time. At least select theaters thing, so it could be a part of the Oscars. And that's the thing. A lot of them come around that time, and they do that select theaters thing, so they can be a part of the Oscars. I'm not sure how I feel about that because I do like the Oscars. A lot of diehard like film fanatics, they're not sure if they like the Oscars, and I do like the Oscars. I think it's a great representation of individual achievements in motion picture. But anyway, and it just seems that like the overconfidence of studios has sort of just blinded the fact that nobody really wants to see blockbusters anymore. Like for example, nobody doesn't want to see blockbusters anymore, but it's just sort of like I said in an awkward state. Like Batman and Superman, it premiered in March. That just seemed like a very awkward time to release a film, and it's practically out of theaters now. I looked it up, and there's only one theater. I live in the greater Boston area, and it's playing in Providence. I'm not gonna go an hour out of my way to see a movie again. So it's practically like out of distribution, and the summer has just started. I don't know. It's just at least right now. I could be wrong. There could be one that comes out tomorrow that could be the biggest thing ever. It could be bigger than The Force Awakens and Titanic and Avatar and 2012. I don't know. And so I could be wrong, but overall, it's just I don't know. Blockbusters are just in a very awkward state, at least for me, and there's just my interest is at almost an all-time low for going to the movie theaters, and I do want to, but there's nothing there to entice me to bring it in, at least for the at least right now. What do you guys think? Talk about how you feel about blockbusters in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.